Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 91 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. Hooray! I just spent a little time off camera making chaotic infusion cores. That means we can do chaos crafting, which is pretty exciting. We can upgrade some stuff to chaotic tier if we want. Let's see, like there's all kinds of crazy things we can do at this point now. Let's see, like for example, if we wanted to do the arrow damage and speed. Upgrade keys. Chaotic tier. So I'll totally need another dragon egg and chaotic core. 2 dragon eggs and a chaotic core. Expensive stuff. So that's pretty much the way it goes. 2 dragon eggs and a chaotic core, and obviously 2 wyvern cores, which are easy. 2 awakened cores, which are, you know, less easy. So in total, we need like 6 awakened cores. Yeah, lots of things. I don't know that I'm gonna do it, to be honest. I would kind of like to at some point see what it would be like killing the ender dragons in that dragon age that I have, specifically with the chaotic tier damage and speed upgrades. Kind of curious as to what that would look like, but honestly I don't know that we have the resources for it right now, so yeah, I'll pass for this moment. For this moment I will pass. There is one thing I wouldn't mind getting. Can I get myself a dragon egg? Do we have the resources for that? We totally do. Start. I would like a dragon egg. Hook that up for me, would you? A couple awakened cores and then we're good to go, right? Yeah, look at you guys rocking it. Cool, everything's still working the way it's supposed to in here, which is pretty much what I wanted to make sure of. After upgrading all to the chaotic tier, I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget anything, and it seems to be working just fine. Today's episode, I like to begin working on, because we got chaotic tier, from Draconic Evolution, I would like to look into making the Draconic Reactor core. That costs about 500 million RF to make. Not so bad though, 450 million RF. We're gonna need a couple other things to go along with that guy though. I think we need, there's like some stabilizers or something. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. 9 times out of 10, oh man, reactor stabilizer things. Reactor stabilizers require all this stuff. It definitely requires chaotic tier. Alright, so that's not terrible. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. I could totally make these. Reactor energy injector. I think I need one of these too. Hold shift to reverse placement logic. Cool, that makes sense. So reactor stabilizer inner. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Usually when I do stuff like this, I like build it in a test world so I have a better idea of how things work. Part of me wants to not do that. Because I think it would be fun to kind of learn it on camera with you guys. So I decided I'm going to do that for this time. And it may cause a giant explosion. Because if you remember the explosion in the end when you kill the Chaos Dragon? Something like that happens if you build your reactor wrong. I don't know how you build your reactor wrong to cause that to happen, so it may happen. As a result, we're going to be creating a dimension specifically for the purpose of placing this reactor thing. So I'm going to create like a pretty generic flat world. And maybe I can get like, you know, no mobs to spawn in there or an eternal day or something cool like that, right? So hey, my dragon egg's done. Sweet. Before we get to that though, I want to use my dragon egg to make something cool. The Celestial Manipulator is a neat little device. All I need is a wyvern core and a clock, and then we can totally do that. Wyvern core, please. Boom. That's a quick and easy one. Celestial Manipulator is cool stuff. I've been wanting one of these for a while, but it required a dragon egg, and until recently I didn't have the ability to make a dragon egg. Short of killing the end dragon, which I'm trying to avoid to do, because I don't want to start a war with the Endermen, because I know that they like to be terrible people, or things, whatever they are, creatures, right? So Celestial Manipulator, cool stuff. It does need power in order to run. So to make that happen, I think I should get one of these. Should do a basic IO crystal, and I wouldn't mind. I'm trying to decide where I would like this thing to sit. So right, like I kind of want it on my on the roof of my house. I think that would be a neat place for it to be. And then I could just bind it right here to this dude. You have extra connections, right? No, you're out of links. Can I bind to you? Yeah, I can. Zoinks. Power flow. Nice. Right on the roof. Celestial Manipulator is cool. It lets you alter things such as weather or time, which is neat. So there's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. So first off, if we want like a rainstorm, we just click Start Rain. Poof. And some fancy particle effects occur. Dun 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 dun. And it's raining. How cool is that? And if we want to stop rain, we do the same thing. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a way to control this with redstone. So you can set it so that a redstone signal does something. It's pretty neat. So we could set up things to like automate these processes. You can also adjust the time. So if I want to change it to sunrise or midday or sunset or moonrise or midnight or moonset or skip 24 hours or just stop its current operation. So if I want sunrise, poof, you can see a visual representation of the sun and moon. So that's the sun and that's the moon. And it's just like skipping over, and it's going to rapidly progress to the point where it's sunrise. How cool is that? So now it's like midnight. You can see that the moon's tracing that little white orb thing. Cool, isn't it? So we should see the sun rising there. So we could trigger that with a redstone signal. It's a little toy that I wanted to have for a while. For a little while, I wanted to have that toy. So I did use a bunch of power. How am I? Oh yeah, chilling around 18 billion RF. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's start getting the stuff we're going to need for that reactor. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to do some preparation of some items. All right, guys, we're back. So I would like a noon-based schedule. So I basically want this dimension that I'm making to just be always daytime. I want to ensure that there's no monsters around, frankly, is what it's at. And just having an internal day age would be kind of nice. That's the way I think of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set that up. So to get that, we're going to need another one of those little absorber blocks. So the way this one works is a little bit different from previous absorbers. So the time absorber, we basically have to wait until the time of day that we want to absorb and then give this thing a redstone signal. Now I'm hoping, against hope, that my little fancy time turner thingy that I just made is going to help me out here. Let's make sure I got enough of those. We're going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 of these bad boys, and then poof with some wool, and we should be good to go. Nice. Time absorber. We're going to want a lever or a button. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I guess I'll do a button. I think I can throw a button on this thing. And we'll wait until it's roughly noon. So there's two things we can do. I mean, it's super close to noon right now, right? So let's give that guy a minute. Let me get him some more food while I'm waiting. Have a little snack. It's about lunchtime, right? It's almost noon. Got to eat something. So I'm going to wait until it's like right up at the top of the sky. Always just looking straight up, and that's how I know when it's noon, when the sun is right above my head there. And what I'm going to try to do then is, as soon as that's done, I'm going to do skip 24, and then click the button again and see if it advances the progress, right? Give this block a redstone signal at the right time you want to absorb. So that's pretty much how it works. So come on, noon. Why you take so long? Let's go. Click button. Did it work? Dimlit noon. Absorbed 10%. Nice. Cool. So now what I'm going to do is pop over here and hit midday again. And hopefully it's enough past midday that it'll say, okay, I'll go to the next midday. Go, Celestial Manipulator, go. I wonder if the acceleration wand would work on that thing. It's also very loud. So give this guy another redstone signal. And 20%. Nice. So notice there's a timeout metric on it. Timeout 2931. That's cool. 28:33. So that's the time you have to wait in Minecraft time, I guess, but before you can push the button again to absorb another segment. So basically you have to wait 10 Minecraft days in order to absorb a full dim lit for noon, right? Luckily, we've got a time manipulation device that we just created about a minute ago, almost like I knew what I was doing. Maybe. That makes this totally work in our favor, right? So dim lit noon, 20%, good to go. Gonna hit the button again, poof. And then we pick this guy up and we can see that it's still got a timeout? Why do you still have timeout? Maybe I didn't know what I was doing. Bummer. It worked the first time, but not again. Wah, wah, wah. Let's hit midday again. I'm just going to try this once more. What I might have to do is wait until this thing actually times out. You know what? I bet... Yeah, that's what's going to be up. I think what I'll do is actually get a lever. So I don't have to keep placing the button again. Nice. Now if I accelerate this dude, get the timeout, it's at 1487. It's at 0. Nice, 40%. That's cool. And hey, both of these mods were made by McJady, so he's only got himself to blame. Timeout 0. 50%. That works even better. I like it. Found a little bit of the cheese. It's okay. It's just saving me time. You know, I don't mind doing a little bit of cheese for the purposes of saving time. And let me tell you why. Because at this point, it would just be, I need to sit off camera for 10 minutes and wait for this thing to do its cooldown every so often. 70%. That's kind of cool. I don't know how long, quote-unquote, noon lasts. Like, I don't know if it has to wait until a certain period of time. That's at 2:49, so 80%. Nice. Yeah, long story short, I don't mind cheesing this a little bit, because all it is time. It's not like I'm, like, cheating in extra resources or something. I'm just saving myself the pain of sitting here and waiting for this countdown. 90%. By the way, if you've got some solar panels, an eternal day age is not the worst thing in the world to make. Hintity hint. 100%? Nice. That's what I like to see. So now I should have no problem making a noon dimlet. Poof! Beautiful. Cool. All right. So I'd like a couple things. I'd like a flat world, so I'm going to make another flat dimension. And that's not going to be too hard to make. There you go. Clay, no brick, times 1. Real quick craft. Boom and boom. Check. So we'll make it, and then we're going to want a dimension tab. So we're going to want you in here with noon, flat world. Cool. I wonder if what kind of biomes do I have? Outback, Mesa, Extreme Hills, Woodland, Wasteland, the Void. A Void dimension might not be a bad idea for this, but I kind of want it to be, if this thing does explode, I want to see what the reaction is, right? Redwood Forest, oh, that might be fun to watch an explosion in the middle of that. Origin Island, Oasis, Mesa biome, a meadow. Meadow sounds nice. Sounds nice and peaceful. Marsh, lush desert. What's a lush desert? Sounds contradictory. Lavender fields, ice plains, gravel beach, grassland. Grassland also sounds nice. Flower Island. Ooh. Extreme hills. Cold beach, birch forest. All right, let's go with meadow biome. Do I need to put a controller on that or anything, or is that cool? I mean, it's saying everything appears to be all right. So let's call this Reactor Age and store it. And you can come out. I had to get more Draconium. So this thing's going to rapidly produce that age. Nice. And it's not a lot of RF. Maintenance costs 41 RF a tick. So super cheap dimension because we didn't put anything fancy in there. All we said it's going to be flat and eternal day. Let's dial it up. So Reactor Age, dial once. Let's make sure we have our way home. Always double check that you have a way home. Because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. Teleporting. Let's see what this dimension looks like. Should just be like a nice flat... Oh, is it raining here? That's a bummer. So it is... Oh, it's a plains biome? I might have had to put a biome controller in there. I always forget how biomes work in this one versus Mistcraft. It's alright. It's fine. I think I can change it so that it's never raining here, though. Is there a clear weather dimlet? I believe there is. What's involved in that? No rain. Currently not craftable. We've got terrain, dimlet, rough, hard rain, and light rain. Oh well. If there's no rain, dimlet, and we can't craft it, we'll just live. Hopefully it's not like an eternal rain age. Yeah, I might... Let's do this. Let's extract these. 1, 2... Well, you know what? I'll leave them in there. And maybe we'll get a little bit of luck. I don't know if that's like eternal rain or what. Let's also do... Isn't there like a biome controller? Single biome, that's what I want. Currently not craftable. Is it craftable with this? Default single. Yes, it is. Nice. Thought so. So one of these, 3 of those, and a single biome. So now, because I'm changing the layout of this, so I'm thinking the meadow needs to go before the single biome, right? Like adjective, noun. We'll see. We'll call this Reactor Age 2. Store it. Charge it up. And by the time we get to our base, Reactor Age 2 should be ready. Dial once. Because I think this is going to work, I should get... an activity probe and be ready to throw it in there. Silly chickens. Let's try it out. Crossing our fingers that we get a cool age. Hey, that's looking better. Nice. Meadows. Sweet. And we get some... Wow. Neat. Lots of IC2 trees in this dimension. And lots of flatness like we would have expected. Not raining. I don't know that there's no rain in here, but, you know, that's cool. Activity probe goes down. Not that it matters, because it's literally probably like similar, right? Like 30, 40 RF a tick to run this age, but still, doesn't hurt. So this is where we're going to set up our base of operations for that awesome reactor. That will hopefully be awesome. So let's create a new... I'm going to lock up gold for days. Add new. We're going to call it Reactor Age. Lock that dude up. So now I can teleport to Reactor Age, no problem. Poof, I'm here. Poof, I'm home. Nice. Gotta say, one of my favorite items from Draconic Evolution is this teleporter. I mean, it is just cool. We still got 202 uses on it. A few more ender pearls if I need to. All right, let's get crafting on... So, from what I understand, for this thing to run, I'm going to need 4 reactor stabilizers, 1 reactor core, and 1 reactor energy injector. Cool. And optionally, a flux gate to regulate energy flow. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. So stabilizers. We need stabilizer frames. All right, so what I'm going to do is craft most of this. Oh, wow, you need chaotic cores? Erg. So we're going to need 4 chaotic cores. Missing a few nether stars and even some diamonds. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to craft 2 of them. Missing a few diamonds. Can I craft 1 of them? I can. Gonna go to my diamond age. You know what I should do? Any ages that I'm going to frequent, I'm going to have a dimension builder constantly being powered. Dimension builder. What is this even? Oh, right. That was... Yeah. I should upgrade most of my power flow, but for now, we'll be all right. Let's throw down... And from you, you can distribute power to each of these dudes. In theory, you'll only ever be powering one of these at a time, right? So this guy has my reactor age in it, right? So let's get gold for days, diamonds for days, draconium. Those each sound like the type of thing we'd want to maintain. And I'm going to keep this on my character. I'm thinking we might have a net loss on the diamonds for days dimension. Yeah, it's 50,000 RF a tick to maintain that. So we'll keep an eye on that. There's a, from RF Tools Dimensions, there's a way to see Dimension Monitor. Have I made one of these yet? I have. Cool. This will let me know if we're in trouble in terms of power. So diamonds for days. Let's just teleport there. Poof. Such an awesome dimension. Dark and scary, but still awesome. That's right, I remember. What I did is I went inside this house. Oh, totally forgot to get my drill. Alright, gonna harvest a bunch of diamonds. And be back in a moment. There were so many experience orbs here, I completely lagged out to the point where I had like 7 FPS. It calmed down now, and we're back up to a decent FPS. I'm just waiting for these experience orbs to get into my inventory, because I'm afraid if I come back to the dimension, they'll still be here, because the dimension unloads when I leave. So we'll be back in a sec when that's done. Alright. How many diamonds did I get from that little expenditure? Let's see. Yeah, that's a good amount of diamonds. Nothing like burrowing to the center of the earth in a dimension made entirely of diamond blocks. How cool is that? Man, I love endgame modded Minecraft because it just gets ridiculous. What's more ridiculous is that I actually have stuff that needs that many diamonds. Did we get 1 chaotic core, or is it still in the process of being crafted? It looks like it's still in the middle of crafting. You have an overabundance. Did I craft 2 of these or just 1? Why do you have extra? Cool. It's like you have a few extra awakened in there. What's going on with that? Not entirely sure. Yeah, there's one little issue with my automation of chaotic cores, and that is if I craft more than 1 at a time, it tends to have a little bit of a issue where it has an extra insert of awakened draconium. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 required for the awakened core, and then the chaotic core requires 4, so it's just a little bit of a hokiness. But hey, there goes another billion RF. All right, I'm gonna craft the 4 more of those, and then I'm gonna craft some of the other stuff needed for the reactor, and then we'll see how we make out. By the way, I have found that once you get to the crafting stage after the energy has been infused, you can totally acceleration wand that thing. Nice. 2 more to go. Man, these take a long time to craft. Mostly because you have to craft 4 awakens before you can get even one chaotic. So there's a lot of work involved. Part of me is curious if I put a wireless, the Draconic tier 1. I'm just gonna link you to here, and then bind you to each of these. Is that gonna be faster, you think? It might be faster. It seems faster. It should be faster, because it should be able to distribute its power that much faster. So, maybe? Oh, and don't forget you. Neat. Now for the chaotic. Dun 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 dun. I just want to see the speed. Oh yeah, that's faster. Oh yeah, that's definitely faster than it was before, I believe. Oh look, your charge is 0. So it's faster until this thing runs out of an internal buffer. This guy can't transfer fast enough. So these guys need to probably be... Let's get a relay crystal or 2? I think 4 is what you get per craft, right? I'm gonna upgrade this line, because this thing's... Yeah. Hey, what just happened there? Hey, what? Oh. Other items went in. Hold on. Let me clear this out. Come on. What are you doing? What'd you do? It got in its way. There we go. And now you can go. And get me my Wyvern tier. Draconic tier. You got it. Nice. Okay, cool. Not so bad. I'm just upgrading these for the heck of it, to be honest with you guys. Sounds like a fun time. Nice. Okay. So if we got energy relay crystals, this Draconic tier 1, nice. Is it me or is there like a -2 in there a minute ago? I don't know. Weird. Anyway, let's upgrade this guy. Oh, I hate doing this, but I feel like it's totally necessary. So you're going to be a relay. Oh, right, we should take this out. Cool. And then I kind of need to upgrade this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beams to come off that guy. And I'm going to remove this guy as well. Now he should be an input, right? And then we bind you to there. And you're going to fill that up with energy. Nice. Rather quickly. And then these guys can continue to be the same tier they were at already. So we should see, yeah, a little bit of a beam going on there. Let's hook this dude up, hook this dude up, this dude up, and this dude. That should all be pretty good. Nice. And frankly, this thing was doing what? That's a basic energy. That was feeding directly into that machine down there. So let's remove you. Let's make you the next tier of this. And then this guy down here combined to this guy. And we'll see if that's enough to keep everything powered. And this thing's no longer needed then. Cool. I think that looks good. We'll see how that goes. If it's a problem, we'll find out pretty soon. All right, so now I just need one more. I can put all this away. one more chaotic, and then we're good to go, right? So these things should be faster now, assuming that everything's wired correctly. Quote-unquote wired. This should be a faster operation. Oh yeah, that's definitely quicker than it was before. All right, back in a minute after that thing is done crafting. Nice. Hey, I just want to let you guys know that my beheader is automatically being repaired. I just went to check on my wither skeletons and noticed they weren't dying. And I was like, oh no, did the automation break? No, it's working perfectly. It's just in the middle of being repaired. How cool is that? Nice. So I can leave these guys on. It'll make its way back in there shortly. All right, so it just occurred to me that we're at the wrapping up point for the episode. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to craft all the items required for the Draconic core thingy. So we need the core. We need 4 stabilizers. We need 1 energy injector, right? 4 stabilizers, 1 energy injector. All these require chaotic. Wow, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 chaotic infusion crafters? That stinks. So I'm gonna have to craft 2 more chaotics because I have 9 in there right now. I've got 8 chaotic and 1 awakened. If I want this thing, which I believe I need, this has to be chaotic here. That stinks so much, you guys. It's all right. Pretty sure I've got the shards for it. I've got 4 shards remaining, so I need 2 shards to go towards that. Have we used the shard over here yet? We have not. So that's 3 shards that we need. And then... So do I need a shard for this? I do not. Do I need a shard for this? Not any more than I've already got. None of these things need shards, right? Chaotic shards. I may have exactly enough shards. I may have literally the exact right amount, because I think I need 1 more for the core, right? The core needs a shard. So I may have exactly enough shards. 1 for the core, 2 more for the table, the infusion devices. And then 1 more is going to go towards the crafting of the chaotic core that's going on like right now. So we should have 1 being used right now. Yes. You can see we're down to 3. So I think I have enough. So I'm going to do all this crafting off camera, and then we'll come back next episode and start building the Draconic reactor. And hopefully figure out how it works. And hopefully not blow things up. So if we have a giant explosion, it means we have to go kill the dragon again, which I want to avoid having to do. Darwell20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We will come back next time to do some crazy stuff. All right, guys. Take it easy.